Well, yeah,
Yeah,
that's pretty much how the movie ended. Like he showed up, everyone just lost their mind.
yeah, that's fucked up, man. I told you no fucking spoilers, bro. You see, this is why you're gonna get suspended.
Yeah,
Well, we won't mention it once we go live, but I can't believe aliens were behind the whole thing.
the whole
Jesus
Oh
Christ.
shoot, we're live.
Grand opening, grand closing. Oh man.
Oh,
Jesus.
oh.
Did you use Jay-Z?
Yeah, I did. I'm from Brooklyn.
Oh,
Yo, Hova. Grand opening, grand closing. Goddamn, the man Hove cracked the can open again. Yeah. It's Friday. I guess let's roll the intro and then we're gonna start off on a sad note today. But let's just
bummer.
roll that intro. Oh, I didn't even do this.
What could possibly be funny?
I put the diamond in the coat. And I put the coat on her!
Yes. Gets me hyped every time.
Billy Zane.
Yeah.
Billy Zane.
Nick is not here right now because he's actually at home watching that for the first time.
Yeah, I couldn't believe that he's never seen Titanic, one of the most seminal movies in history.
It hurts my heart for him, not for me. I've seen it.
I've seen it a million times. I think it gets a bad rap as a chick flick, which is not. It is a
damn good movie.
How's yeah? It is an epic masterpiece, dude. Yeah, man. I don't know.
What's crazy, you said we were about to start on a sad note. We kick off with Titanic, and here we are smiling.
There's nothing sad about Titanic.
No, it's sad because Billy Zane doesn't get enough props, man.
Yeah, but all their hearts go on, from what I understand, so it's all good.
That's true. We need a in the mix comic book Illuminati Avengers, and on our team we have Adam Driver, Billy Zane,
Celine Dion, honorary member.
No.
So if Adam Driver's your champion, I'm trying to imagine like a Ghostbusters scenario, right?
Okay.
So like clear your head, and then all of a sudden I think of Billy Zane, and Billy Zane shows up. Mark, who is your champion?
Oh man, I honestly don't know.
That's a good question.
That really is.
Yeah.
So who would be
probably like the T-800 would show up because like you're trying not to think of something bad, and be honest with you, like I say it all the time, Terminator 2 is like the greatest action movie. Like I really think that shit like on a regular basis. That would probably we'd all be fucked to have a giant T-800 walking through the street.
Yeah, they can't be bargained with, they can't be reasoned with.
Mm-hmm.
It feels no remorse or pity, and it absolutely
just so naked too.
Yeah, I know. Fucking
this
actually it doesn't have a dick.
Yeah.
Was more of a father to him than.
Wow. Oh my god. There is no fate but what we make.
Some deep shit.
My Ghostbusters thing will probably be the Predator. I'll be like, yeah, I hope they don't send the Predator, and then all of a sudden,
we have Terminator, Predator, and I got Billy Zane. Golly, man, y'all threw me under the bus with this. I came up with the scenario. I was like, who do y'all pick? You guys picked imaginary freaking characters.
My bad. All right, I'll pick Adam Driver. But the way he's dressed in Marriage Story.
Oh, there we go.
There you go. All right. I said we're gonna, start it off on a sad note. Today we lost Kevin Conroy, Batman. I'm awkward at things like this, so I don't even know what to say.
We'll sit quietly so you have time to figure it out.
Yeah, let's just think about it.
Does anyone know how he passed or what he passed or what the deal with it was?
I have no idea. Like, I don't know. I didn't read anything. If anybody knows in the chat, just put it down in the chat. We're going to say what's up to the chat in a bit. I was super sad, man. Kevin Conroy, obviously, to all of us as Batman. When I sit down and read my books, I'm listening to Kevin Conroy's voices in my head when I'm reading my books. And it's just one of those things. Not only is it sad because it's the passing of a legend, it's one of those things, especially like I'm reaching my mid 40s and it's just like, I don't know, like seeing people that I idolized growing up and things like that passing on. It's like, I don't know, it makes me feel a certain way. And I'm like, oh shit, knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door.
Chip said it was cancer.
Oh, it was cancer.
Yeah.
Ah, shit, man. I didn't know that. Fuck. He did look rather thin in his couple of last outings. Yeah, so R.I.P. Kevin Conroy. Batman, man.
Wasn't a fan of the show. I'll just come out and say it.
You wasn't a fan of Batman the animated?
No. Any of the blocking animation, like at the time, they had Iron Man and Spider-Man and Batman was definitely last on the list. Yeah, for sure.
Wow.
And he,
Now go home and get your fucking shine box.
I'm just saying, even when like people start talking about the oh, this is the first animated in the comics or something. I didn't even know people cared about that. I didn't know this was a thing. Like until 2 or 3 years ago, and I didn't know anybody cared about that show at all. I feel bad for Louis because Louis, I know he's such a fan, and like that hurt me more than anything else. But yeah, I mean, as far as the show, I didn't care for the show. Yeah, I didn't. Well, now, truth be told, I didn't really watch the show because I didn't. So maybe it was great, and I just didn't give it a chance. But
I bet if you went back and watched it even now, like you would probably like, I was dead ass wrong. That's probably one.
Yeah,
of the best
I think it was like the animation style because everything was blocky, and so for me, I was like, this looks horrible. I'm not interested. And I didn't know that people loved it as much as everybody talked about it. I was like,
it's top notch.
that's what I mean.
What do we hear about Chavilla, the Diaz brothers? What about them?
What about Gaspar Gomez? What is he going to do when you start moving 2,000 keys?
Fuck Gaspar Gomez and fuck the fucking Diaz brothers. Fuck them all.
You need to put me in there now. Fuck a Remy Q. Fuck them all.
Remy Q's like, fuck Batman. Oh shit, dude.
I think it's weird. This is a weird day for you to wait to really just let all this out. Very weird day for you to really bring all this up for me.
I'm just trying to.
Holy shit.
Maybe I was just trying to. I don't know. Yeah,
He's been waiting for this
I
day
need
since
to
he was a
confess,
kid.
that's what it is. Like
When that guy dies, I swear to God, I'm going to tell everyone what I think of this show.
But that's what it is. That's what Remy just did. Because you know when somebody passes, oh he was so
I'm
nice.
not saying I
So
didn't feel bad for the situation. Again, it's like because okay. So this is the thing. So this is the first thing I saw it on Instagram, and I was like, oh shit, Louis devastated. Like no joke, off the rip, I thought about Freaky Louis because I know he was such a big
Freaky
fan.
Louis.
That birthday or the Christmas thing that he had, and it was like I know he got to meet him, so instantly I was like, that sucks. But then everybody else started coming in. I was like, wow, yeah, just wasn't a fan of the show. Again, it's nothing against the actor.
So a couple of years ago, like Batman Mask of the Phantasm was a feature film from the animated series, and it's still to this day the best Batman movie that's been made. And a couple of years ago, 2-3 years ago, they did a 25th anniversary showing of it in the theaters again, like a what is it, a Fandango event or something like that?
Yeah, Fandango.
Or
Not to be confused with Fandango.
Fathom event.
Fathom.
Yeah. So me, Pops, my wife, like we all went to go see it again on the big screen. And
No,
Remy's like,
no, not even Mask of Phantasm, Remy Q Studios.
oh my God.
Jeremy Cruz.
I'm sorry.
Yo, Mask of Phantasm. I remember in school when it went to VHS or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, they put us all in the auditorium, and that's how the first time I saw it. And I was just like, because I love I love the show, but my mother didn't. I ain't taking you to see no cartoon. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I didn't know that. I didn't even know that existed. And again, I didn't know this was a thing until 3 years ago.
Trev,
Somebody was like, oh yeah, this is the first time you see him in the comics. And I was like, people want to see that in the comics. Like I didn't know that was.
Wow.
I mean, Batman's huge. I just didn't know the animated series was that big of a deal. It just
Jesus Christ. All right, let me
I
say
might have seen one episode, maybe one. It was Clayface. He's like moving his face around and stuff. That's all I can remember from that.
Is that the first episode? Season 1, episode 1.
I remember he was like an actor, and he was in the backstage. He's like messing with his face, and I was like, "Nah, this isn't for me."
That was at the time. That was the only cartoon I would watch. So I would come home, do my homework. So
that was
a music box.
That wasn't on when Iron Man and Spider-Man were on.
Yeah,
because I thought all three of them were on. And I remember Iron Man and Spider-Man. I could get down with those. It's just Batman that style of animation.
Yeah. So if cartoons during the week, like after school cartoons, it's so I'm you guys know me. I'm super weird. So I would watch Batman the Animated Series, and that's it. I couldn't watch any other cartoon because I needed to focus all my attention on Batman the Animated Series. So I would watch music videos from the time I got home, Rap City, whatever, or Video Music Box, local channel in New York. And then at 4:30, put Batman. And I would catch like the last maybe minute of freaking Power Rangers. And I would punch myself in the face for the last minute. And then I would wait for Batman the Animated Series to come on. What do you mean? What's her name? Rita? Yeah. Let me say what's up to the chat. James Las Crucius, what's going on, brother? How you doing? Mrs. Linx, what's going on, boo? Dale, it's the recipe for awesomeness. Yes, sir. Inside joke right there. Geek Out with Roscoe, what is going on, my dude? Trev, what's popping, sir? Hype Night Guy, what is going on? Thank you for being here. And ladies and gentlemen, if you're just tuning in right now, Remy Q Studios said he hates Batman the Animated Series. Pocan Joe, what is going on? The day of Kevin Conroy.
The day that Remy Q canceled himself, apparently.
Nick's Kickston Comics. Nick is running late. He'll be here later on. I'm can't wait to see my guy Nick. Shane, what is up? What up, chat? Who else we got? Spidey in the building. $G $$. My guy Iggy. Jason never could figure out what's popping. And then, ladies and gentlemen, we urge you to stick around to the end. We are going to be giving out some books. I'll show them in a little bit, but we're going to be giving out a giant stack of books, 616 exclusives. And let me introduce Tyler. Tyler's here. Hi, Tyler.
Tyler is here. I'm late.
Yeah.
What's that?
I think you're just on time, sir.
What I missed?
Nothing.
Batman the Animated Series. Yeah, you didn't miss nothing. Batman the Animated Series.
Everyone?
Yeah, we're saying hi to everyone. Chris the Comic Vet, what is going on, sir? Wolverado, what is going on, Wolverado? What the hell was that? I went like this, like if I was ordering something. I meant to wave, but I just
check.
Yeah.
One check, please.
Brian, what is going on, Brian? Thank you for being here.
I like the finger gun.
Mr. Chip Gettler, thank you for being here.
Chip, what's up?
I just picture you walking down the street and be like, New York, hey, New York.
We'll have this, then we'll give Nick the
No, the way you catch a cab in New York is like what's his name? Was it Gonzo in the Muppet movies or the Muppet Takes Manhattan? That he just jumped in the street, taxi! You know what? My name is Remy Q, and I hate the Muppets. You hate the Muppets too, dude?
Tyler, real quick, what do you think of Batman the Animated Series?
It's really good.
Okay, I was just wondering. You know who absolutely hates it? Everybody involved in it?
What?
This guy.
No, he does not.
Yeah, he waited for today. He's been waiting for this day since he was a kid.
What a time to be alive. Well, for most of us. But damn, Remy.
You could have waited till tomorrow.
Tyler, thanks for taking.
You could have waited till yesterday. Yesterday
Season
was
1 is like
soon.
60 episodes or something, and it is just amazing.
The worst episode though, maybe Remy saw the Joker episode with the garbage or something. Do you remember that? Where it was like on a barge and it kept playing like this stupid Western music. Anyway, so that's like literally the worst episode of that entire thing. I hate it. So if you watch that episode, that was your introduction to it. I don't blame you, dude. Real quick, shout out to Brian. I think tomorrow is the last day to vote for the CBC Awards. So head on over to CBC.
Over there to CBC Awards.
What?
Over there to the CBC Awards.
Yeah, make sure you go vote. I'm not for me anything. The only category that I'm telling people to vote is Freaky Louie most entertaining. Freaky Louie has
Freaky
to win.
Louie. There you go. Everyone vote for Freaky Louie.
Let's rig this one.
Yeah, if Louie doesn't win, we riot.
All powers combined.
Yeah. So, Tyler, we were talking about Kevin Conroy before. Well, what's your take on Kevin Conroy dying? What does he mean to you, sir? And
so I didn't watch the animated series till I was an adult. I remember it, but I didn't really watch it, and it was amazing to watch as an adult. And I wonder what I would have thought as a kid. I think I would have loved it, but in a different way. I think it's a really mature, cool take on Batman. I love the Gray Ghost episode with him and Adam West.
Yes.
Iconic. But
so we just got done telling Remy that, like, if he went back to watch it as an adult, he would be like, I was crazy as a kid. This is amazing.
Yeah, maybe as a kid,
maybe I'll
give
it another shot.
Some audiences, I don't know.
Yeah.
You're literally the. I'm. First of all, I'm shocked that you don't like Batman the animated series. Second of all, I'm shocked because you decided to disclose that information just hours.
How about Mark Hamill alone, like the voice of the Joker?
Yes,
iconic.
Yeah. Oh, Remy Q. Real quick, what else do
Mad
you hate?
Hatter? Kylo Ren, but not anymore.
Not anymore. Mark, is there something that you hate that's widely loved?
So it's not that I hate it. It's not like I watched it and I was like, this is a piece of garbage. I just didn't watch it. So it didn't interest me at the time. That's all.
No, in my mind, what happens is I have like some sort of filter, whatever. So you say, that movie was okay. It wasn't for me. What I hear is like, yo, that shit is super fucking trash, yo. That's what I hear.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like I'll say, hey, Dragon Ball Z isn't for me. In my mind, I'll say that, but then I'll be like, yo, fuck Dragon Ball Z. That shit is trash, yo.
That's what I used to think, and then I read it. It's the best.
Yeah, the best. Speaking of reading, you guys.
I guess that would be my one, DJ. That's it. That
Dragon
I
Ball
hate it. A lot of people like, fuck Dragon Ball Z.
So good.
Yeah, we just lost all our Dragon Ball Z fans. What's your thing, Tyler? That's something that's popular that you hate.
Mm.
I'm afraid of his answer. Yeah,
basically. I hate so many things. It's hard to pick. How about Freaky Louie? I hate Freaky Louie. There you go.
That is impossible. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, you just proved my point.
No, I don't know. It's hard to come up with things you hate.
Not hate, but
not for some people.
Yeah.
The second DJ said we were going to start the show off sad, I was like, oh.
You sure did lean into it, didn't you?
Yeah, I know, basically.
Let's pull back the curtain.
Oh, we just watched The Italian Job. I don't like that movie.
Which version?
The new one.
Oh, which version, says the movie snob.
I didn't know if you watched the original.
Nah, just that I don't really like it. I think people like that stuff.
You don't like all of Italy or just the movie?
Trev says the power of the Chinese God.
I hate Minecraft.
I hate Minecraft.
Anything.
I hate Minecraft.
Minecraft too.
I've never seen
Andor.
Minecraft in action. The power of the trident has gotten to him. Oh shit!
Andor hurt my soul to watch.
Never watched the Batman cartoon. Is that advice?
Yeah, I don't know if he's saying he never has or just telling you not to.
Yeah. Hey, never watched that. Jesus. Well, Remy spoke tonight, so we can avoid it. Yeah. Remy's on that loud pack. Babe, can you bring me a bottle of water? Thank you. Speaking of reading. Yo, how was the Black Panther thing you went to yesterday?
The event was really fun, man. It was a blast. It was just a fun environment. You know what I mean? It was cool. That was the first time I went and set up somewhere outside of my house to do something like that. Yeah, it was just fun. It was
I
really
was
fun.
only able to
that
catch
nerve-wracking?
a piece of it, but it seemed like you were having fun when you were there.
Yeah, I thought it through. I brought Alan. You know, I get to hang out with Alan every Tuesday morning. You know, so we just hell that we'll just do our thing. You know, and just roll with it. Alan brought some fun facts about the movie.
Thank you.
In case there was dead air, like that was as prepared as we did. We didn't plan nothing other than that. He did that like on the way there.
For real? I thought those facts were super planned out.
No,
They were on the whim.
on the whim.
One of those facts.
He asked, he's like, "Do you want me to like print out some movie facts in case we need something just to do here and there?" Because we didn't know what we were going to get into or what like they really expected. Because they're like, "Yeah, just do your thing." I'm like, "I don't have a thing for this. This will be me doing the thing for the first time in this situation." But yeah, he just he printed them out and on his way up there.
Yeah. So one of the facts that I remember from yesterday,
The most important fact, really.
the most important fact was Black Panther 1 was filmed entirely in Georgia. So
Wakanda is in Georgia, not Africa. So me being a Georgia boy, you know what I'm saying?
You're definitely 100% Wakandan.
I'm 100%
Wakanda. Yeah. Shout out to Georgia and Peaches.
Apparently they're native to Wakanda.
Yo. Tyler, what's up, man? Why you all quiet, looking all studious?
You know, takeable.
I'm studious as fuck.
Yeah. You're like the poster boy for like, all you need is a you look like Lewis from Revenge of the Nerds right now.
I'd have to see that again. I've seen it, but it's been
Just look in the
too
mirror.
Holy shit. You guys read stuff this week?
Couple things.
There's some good stuff this week.
What do you read, Tyler?
What did I read? I read. I'm looking. Oh, Superman Son of Kal-El. That was really good. And unfortunately, I finished Dragon Ball, so I'm done reading. And it's a sad day. The day
we do this now.
Yeah. The day after, seriously, I was like looking for something else to read. I started One Piece and that just didn't do it for me compared to Dragon Ball. So I'm kind of a lost little puppy now. Like when I finished Invincible, man, I need to find something else that good.
When are you gonna come back into the real comic book fold? Hold on.
I read some real comic books this week.
All right, hold on. We're gonna get to
I just want to, but I want to like just binge something amazing again. That is the best feeling.
Ladies and gentlemen, hold on, Tyler, hold on.
No more shines, Billy.
What?
I said no more shines. Maybe you didn't hear about it. You've been away a long time. They didn't go up there and tell you. I don't shine shoes anymore.
Oh no, we do this. Hey,
Yeah,
hey!
Mr. Nick's Comics in the building.
I'm just getting back from watching Titanic.
How was it?
Yes.
No, I would never gonna watch that movie.
Oh my
Dude,
God.
yo, it's
So
legit
shit.
a seminal movie. It's definitely top 50 movies of all time.
Yeah.
It's a weird hill to die on, Nick, to put your stuff and not see Titanic.
No, I mean it's just never gonna come up in the queue. I'm never gonna be like, hey, you know what? Let's watch Titanic.
You want me to like send you a digital copy or something? I mean, what do you
I'm
need?
sure there's plenty of copies out there. I don't.
Yeah, we should all send him a copy. He gets his choice.
You got
Next
movies
week-
anywhere, bro?
No,
You
next
borrow it.
next week on In the Mix, Nick will just be there. Just
Titanic
chill,
review?
quiet. We'll all act out the entire movie. The four of us.
I
That'd
love
be
that
good.
idea.
Billy Zane, obviously.
Yes,
great.
I'll be whoever.
I'll be
I want to just be the necklace.
Marlon Brown, nice to meet you.
I'll be the guy in the room when they're there's Sven. I'll just be that guy the whole time.
yeah,
I'd watch that for sure.
I'll be Rose.
Well, I don't want to be the necklace anymore then.
Show me a booty.
Oh, shit.
I want to be the door.
Hey, they paid you money for this. The door, Jesus Christ. What's going on, Mr. Nick's Kicks and Comics? How you doing, man?
Nothing much. I'm doing all right.
Yo, did you just run up the stairs in Philadelphia? You looking
I think
very
they robbed
Rocky-ish.
robbed a little supermarket.
I do have bell-bottom sweatpants on, just like Rocky did.
Oh shit. Rocky wasn't a fashionable dude, man.
He was efficient though.
Yeah.
I like the sweatshirt where he stuck his hand in the side.
Is Rocky the one of the, and then we just got like way off. Rocky one of the franchises where every movie just got worse as it progressed?
No.
Oh man, I've heard a lot of people say the opposite, but
No. Yeah. Rocky
I guess my thing is
1
Rocky.
was fire, Rocky 2 was fire, Rocky 3 was fire, Rocky 4 was fire. 5 was a little off with Tommy Gunn, but then when he came back with like Rocky Balboa with his son, like that shit hits like that's like some life lesson shit right there. And then they switched gears into Creed. The last one that he did, was it Rocky Balboa where he fought Mason Dixon and he wasn't trying to win, they were just doing like an exhibition fight, letting the young guy see if the young guy can go the distance. Yeah,
Balboa, yeah.
So there's one called Rocky Balboa and one called Balboa.
No, Rocky 5, I think, was called Rocky, wasn't it? And then it was Rocky Balboa.
And then Rocky 7 was just Boa. He fought a snake.
Snake.
Yeah, but Rocky 5, even though like I think Tommy Gunn sucked in the whole thing, but when Nick comes back and he's the angel on the shoulder, this is the best part.
And then when it switches,
I didn't hear no bell.
It's just like, you shitting me? This is awesome. Yeah, that's a great franchise.
No, I love, my favorite is Rocky 3. And that movie's like 20 minutes long. Rocky 3 is legit. I think it's like an hour and 10 minutes.
Really?
No, I think it's under 90, I think. But it does go like that.
Dude, it's like
the first scene of Titanic.
Jesus Christ. Hey, Bubba! So Nick, we would just because the whole Batman thing, how do you Kevin Conroy passed, how are you feeling about that, sir?
I mean, for me, he's got to be second in line, maybe third in line for Batman for me. Adam West, Michael Keaton, then Kevin Conroy for me.
Did you enjoy the animated series?
Oh, I love the animated series. Didn't he voice it also in the Justice League series, which is one of my favorites of all time?
And a lot of the animated feature films that they did after all of that ran its course. And they brought him back to be the live action Bruce Wayne for the Crisis crossover event on CW.
And the games too. Arkham
and the games. Even the Nintendo 64 ones.
Yep. My heart went out for Louis though. That was the most impact it had.
You know who hates Kevin Conroy?
Oh,
Jesus Christ, Kevin Conroy. It's evolved. Nick, take one guess as to the person on the panel who just absolutely hates Batman the Animated Series.
Well, it can't be Remy because he likes everything.
You would think that.
Not today. I think he had an NDA with Kevin Conroy.
Y'all make it seem like I was celebrating. I didn't like I was popping bottles as I got the news. Like, oh yeah, finally
shaking champagne.
Yeah. Nick, if you watch the rewind, Remy comes on and is like, "Oh, he's dead! Yay! F that show."
No, I think that's about the time I turned it off.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
I was driving. Oh. All right, so
All
that was it.
right.
That's all I missed was just Gallagher. You guys discussed Gallagher also?
We didn't discuss Gallagher. Remy, how do you feel about watermelons?
Yeah. Take it, Remy.
Never mind. I'm not gonna say anything about that one.
Gallagher was before my time. Like I
thought Gallagher died in the 90s. I'm just saying.
I'm not gonna lie. When they
I
said
didn't know he
Gallagher
was
died
still
today,
alive.
I was just like,
I was like, is this the thing?
Tyler, did you even know who Gallagher was?
The guy that smashed watermelons? I didn't know he died today.
Yeah, I think the best thing he did was get spoofed on by Dave Chappelle.
Gallagher 2, Gallagher and Gallagher 2.
Yeah. Just to be clear, he hit watermelons with a mallet. Smashing watermelons could be misconstrued. So I just for clarity's sake, he did not smash watermelons.
Hitting melons. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, okay.
I'm just saying.
Oh my god.
All right, we were talking about books. Tyler, go back. Read to the.
I already gave mine.
All right, you read Dragon Ball Z?
No, Son of Kal-El.
I just bought that for the cover. I didn't actually read it. Mark, what do you got up your sleeve for reads of the week?
My read of the week has got to go to the Golden Age issue #1, that one shot that they just used to bring back the JSA and kick off Jeff John's new big story he's doing across the next Justice Society and Stargirl titles. That was phenomenal. And he's reaching into some really cool stuff, some of his previous work, some stuff that people like Remy Q does like. And yeah, so I would suggest Remy pick this up, because I know he's a fan of the story that this is pulling from. But it was really good. I enjoyed that Death of Superman anniversary. It was a total fan service book, especially if you read the original Death of Superman. It was great. The new Wildcats was a blast. There's just a lot of fun reads this week.
Anything non-DC? I'm just curious.
Yeah, I read Do a Powerbomb. That was amazing. And yeah, the shop's been closed a couple of days, some personal stuff, so I didn't get to go pick up my non-DC books Thursday. So I just read Do a Powerbomb digital. I'm not going to do that with the rest of them.
Yeah, no, I hear you. What about you, Nick?
For me this week it was Nice House on the Lake.
Oh shit, yeah, that was fire too, wasn't it? Like best issue yet.
Yeah, we're like up to the next. I think it's
the finale,
the penultimate, to use a DJ word.
The penultimate
issue. I read that. I read Do a Powerbomb.
What do you want?
The action sequences, like the art in that book, are just so kinetic. I love it.
I love it.
But the ending, this book, maybe the next one is the last one, right?
Yeah, the next one's the conclusion.
Yeah, I'm kind of glad, because it kind of jumped the shark with the way it ended for me.
Full spoilers for Do a Powerbomb starting now. So if you don't care to get spoiled, well, no, because then if I open up spoilers for the show, then Mark is gonna be like, ah.
Why would I be like, ah?
No, because you're gonna just be like, oh, Wakanda.
No, we talked about that before we went live. It's cool.
That's true. That's true. So I see where you're coming from, Nick. So then I was just like, at that ending, it was kind of like a head scratcher for me, where I was just like, why? But then, like, in thinking about it, like, so what happens is I try to justify, like, even if things aren't like the greatest decisions in books or things like that, like, I personally try to justify everything. And so what I walked away from that was, for me, this is just my interpretation. The entire thing, the underlying theme to me is wrestling with grief. And when you go through the stages of grief, one of them is like, questioning your fate.
Yeah, that puts a whole other perspective on it.
Well,
yeah.
Can I give you my little take on it?
Sure.
So, like, I assumed from the beginning of this that they're never getting her mom back, because that's not how dealing with grief works. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think, but I can't imagine them going through this story and not getting to tell her goodbye. And I assumed that her mom was a phenomenal person. Yeah. We've seen how she interacted in the flashback. She seems like a genuine person. So where's she going to be after she dies? So now where are they? Like, no, they just went upstairs.
Yeah. That's
they
right.
Just went upstairs where she's at. They're getting closer to getting to tell her goodbye proper and getting closure. Yeah. That's what I was thinking.
That's right. I forgot they went up. No, and I totally agree with that. It's about just wrestling with grief. They're not gonna bring her back, and they're just gonna get that closure at the end. And it's just like she's better off. But like legit, that series to me, if issue 6 was the last book, it's still probably the best series of the year in my opinion.
Yeah, I think it took an unexpected turn, but I still give it easily the book of the year from everything I've read.
Pops, what is good, Pops? Marty, what is going on? Slap that like button right in the face.
I think the only book that I'm like would put into a category with it is just like exceptional, out of left field, amazing. It would be Starhenge that Liam Sharp's doing at Image. That shit's just wild.
Yeah, and that's something that I skipped out on it. I don't know why. And because I usually get all the number ones when it first dropped, and I just was like,
Well, I don't know if you're a hardback collector, but this order, whatever it's called, it's not week but order month is when you got to put in your order for the collection, the 6 issue, because it's a 6 issue story, And because of the way that sales work and getting a second part, like he has plans for it to be like a multiple part thing, but unless it hits a certain sales, he won't get it. So it's at the point where it's contingent on the hardback sales that are going out. So if you want to give it a try, it would help like a creator out tremendously. You order it through your LCS or straight off Amazon or whatever, but
yeah, no, I'll definitely give that a shot. I actually prefer the trades and stuff like that. For me, obviously, Dual Power Bond number 6 was top of it. Yo, I actually really dug. He's gonna talk about a Whatnot book. I dug Ninja Funk. That's the Superman. I hated that shit.
yeah, this is the 1 in 50 Jim Lee.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, put hashtag Jim Lee in the chat. We're gonna give that away right now. Yo, that's fire. I couldn't get into the story, man. I'm sorry. Like,
like you said, that's not a good jumping on point at all.
Yeah, I was just like, all right, listen, I'm gonna keep it real. The only Superman I've ever read was Kingdom Come and whatever. So this is like basically the first real Superman book that I read, and I was just like, what is this shit, man?
This was a novelty book, you know what I mean?
100%. It felt like it came with something. Like I bought like a pack of Crest, and it came with that book.
Like I don't know if you noticed it, like the main body story, the first one.
Yeah.
Did you notice how the panels kept going? It went from 4 panels, like it was like 4 panels for 6 pages, and it went to 3 panels per page, then 2 panels per page, then 1 panel pages. Like that was even an homage to the death of Superman. It was a 4-part story, and part 1 had 4 panels on every page. Issue 2 had 3 on it, and then you got to the last issue 75 was just 1 piece of art on every page, so the final 2-page spread of him dying. So everything about that book from cover to cover was for nostalgia, fan service, and novelty. It was amazing.
Yeah. I was hoping that it was 0 panels per page by the time I finished with it. I was like, yo, this shit is trash. You know what's funny? Because I had such high hopes for Doombreaker. 100% I agree with you. It was definitely a nostalgia piece. It looked like it was a 90s book. It was amazing in that respect. I guess it was one of those things where I wasn't expecting that, and I was just like, okay, whatever. But I was kind of disappointed in the whole approach to Doombreaker. I thought, because if you look at it, they say don't judge a book by its cover. I was judging a book by its cover, and those covers were fire, son. I was like, oh shit, Doombreaker. And then we got Doombreaker.
Well, he was doing his damn thing, but because of the length of story, I mean, you can feel the length of the story being pushed and rushed through it. And even at a point when I'm reading it, they're like, they went and got that shard, you know what I mean? And they bring it to Superman. Like, how the hell did they get here so fast?
Yeah.
And they hand it to him while he's fighting. You know, he's like, oh, the closer it gets to him, the stronger he gets, while he's like getting it closer continually. You know, like that's a bad idea too.
Yeah. Marty says, anyone read Dark Ride? Yeah, Dark Ride 1 was dope. 2 was on my list for this week. It's a great series. Before I mentioned that to Superman, I was Ninja Funk. So Whatnot Publishing, that's their second title. Their first one was Alpha Betas, which I thought was really good. It was like a fun, cartoony, almost Rick and Morty style book. Ninja Funk was different. The art style was definitely different. The writing was different. For me, what captivated me was it's a book about music and different frequencies and all kinds of shit, right? But on certain pages, whenever there's a music cue, there's a QR code. You hit the QR code, and then the music comes up on a SoundCloud, a Ninja Funk SoundCloud, and it's music specifically produced for the book. So there were 3 different musical cues within the book. And I thought that was a fantastic selling tool. Like, I'm like, oh shit, just to hear the music now is dope.
Hey, was that JPG's book?
Yeah, it was JPG's book. Yeah, so definitely JPG from big shout out to JPG from that Spider-Man booth and whatnot. And Ninja Funk.
Did he write it?
Yeah, so he created it.
Cool.
And he's actually one of the main characters in the book. But it's not him like the way he looks. It's a character that's just named JPG. Like you've seen in the promotional materials and like the images, whatever, is a guy with like a TV on his head.
Yeah.
So that's JPG McFly in the book. So he's the main character. What's up, dog?
Sounds cool. If you want to bring back books and tapes, I got a whole bunch. We can
books on tape
universe. Yeah, I mean, like we can read and listen to it at the same time.
Go ahead.
Which one are we listening
No,
to
that's
first?
cool.
Is there a Titanic book on tape?
Do you got Case of the Missing Wigs?
I don't.
That was the only book on tape I had. Case of the Missing Wigs.
Hey, and just to roll back around to FOC this week, Tyler's probably on this, but did you see the ice cream team is making a new book?
Yeah, Art
Brute.
Yeah, I already pre-ordered them.
What?
Yeah, it's the same creative team from Ice Cream Man. They're the world of fine art is falling apart, and only Art Brute knows how to fix it. So,
Yeah, I have no idea what it'll be about, but I trust them as a team so much that getting it.
That sounds interesting. It's funny because that's a similar concept to Ninja Funk, where it's like bad music and only like the Ninja Funk team could save the world from bad music or whatever.
It's assault on the arts.
Yeah. No, so I mean, I would recommend it, just even if it's not your thing, just from a curiosity perspective, just to check it out with like the reading the book and then the accompanying tunes playing as you're reading it. It's like it adds an extra layer to it, which I think was cool. Gun Honey #3 I thought was awesome, but I'm super biased there, just nonstop action and whatever. And then Fantastic Four #1. Did any of you guys pick that up?
I thought about it. Like there were a lot of great covers.
Yeah.
But I was like, eh.
I was looking forward to picking it up, especially with it being a #1. Ross doing the covers. Then I read the synopsis. Now I'm not looking forward to picking it up. I'm like, I got, Immortal Hulk was fire when they did it with that. Iron Man was trash when they did that with that. Now they're doing it with Fantastic Four, and I like to keep trying when they reboot them, and hope that we'll get a good storyline. But I keep getting burned, and I actually looked ahead this time. It's a Groundhog Day story with Ben and Alicia to kick it off. What's the point in that? How do you start a new volume off like that? Like no big problem, no big spectacle, nothing to really draw me in. Just I feel like we're in the 90s of comics all over again.
Yeah. I was looking forward to it. I didn't read the synopsis, but I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna collect them anyway because of the Alex Ross covers, right? And I gave it a read, and I was highly disappointed. I was just like, yo, what the fuck is this? Especially for a first issue. Like, whatever. It ended on like a cliffhanger. And the whole Groundhog Day thing, I don't think it's going to have anything to do with the story moving forward.
Of course not.
Like, this was just a waste. Like, I didn't get it. It was just to show that the Thing is over here doing his thing. Johnny Storm is over there doing his thing. Whatever's over here doing their thing. Man, I thought it was a waste. Yo, what up, John?
JCK. Hey, but you got to be glad too that the #1 did that. So now you don't waste any money on the subsequent issues.
I still want those covers though, but that's just me being an Alex Ross fan, and I like that he's kind of changing his vibe up with it. And it's like he's I don't want to say he's recycling art from where he did Full Circle, but maybe it's just he was doing working on Full Circle and these covers at the same time, so you get a lot of that like neon retro 70s-ish vibe to it. It's just I want it, but I think I'm just gonna pick up a copy of Full Circle, which I'm sure will be great. And just be I've been trying to catch like a killer deal on one on the old eBay with the hard slip sleeve for it. I don't want the one without the slip sleeve.
Yeah, I have it without the slip sleeve. I never used a slip sleeve in my life.
I want it because I store a lot of these books. You know what I mean? I think it's a good idea, and it's more exclusive apparently. And when I heard that, that little comic chase bug in my head started going off. I'm like, yeah, now I got to hunt that one, I guess.
I just want to say slip sleeve. It sounds like fun.
Yeah.
Slip sleeve.
So it comes off?
You never use a slip sleeve?
It's
Never heard
it comes off. And you
Let
can
me
melt
tell you
it
something
apparently.
about my life.
Yeah, it's like one of the Something Is Killing the Children ones that y'all melted, but for Full Circle.
Oh,
I thought you were talking about a condom. You actually talking about a
Slippy fingers.
Slippy
There you
fingers.
go.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
Oh shit! I totally forgot about slippy fingers.
So far on the agenda, we've discussed Titanic.
We mentioned Titanic.
Drag, what is going on, Draggy?
Remy shit on Batman.
Yo, oh my god, Remy did to Batman.
We do this now.
Reads of the week. When are we doing any Black Panther talk?
English, motherfucker, do you speak? speak it.
No Black
No.
Panther talk.
No Black Panther talk.
No, I mean you can. Obviously, I'm gonna see it tomorrow. I haven't seen it. Did the rest of you see it?
I saw it last night. Yeah.
You saw it too, Tyler?
Yeah.
All right. So, on your scale, without giving anything away, just what do you rate it, Mark?
Lower on the green, close to green yellow.
Green, yellow. Tyler.
Below Black Adam.
Fair.
Nick.
Top 5 Marvel movie of all time.
Oh
Wow.
shit! Of all time?
Hi, dude.
Yeah, no, I mean
Put that out there to go rob a drug dealer. Now we know.
the third act was a little bit weak, but I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Excuse me, Black Adam. I'm gonna let you finish, but Black Panther, top 5 comic book. Oh no, you said Marvel.
Damn.
Wow. You know what's funny? I honestly didn't expect you to say that. I thought you were gonna hate it.
No.
I
It was
didn't-
good.
I didn't hate it.
It was good for sure.
No, I'm talking about specifically because I think Nick, you're more tough when it comes to your reviews. I think.
I am. The acting for me, especially with Angela Bassett, was amazing in this movie.
Oh yeah.
I loved Okoye.
Yeah, me too.
Bless you.
Just some of the characters in there were great. I mean, it's weird because it didn't feel like there was a lot of superhero stuff in there.
No, not at all. The movie was slow as shit.
No,
It-
it
it
was a
felt-
very emotional movie.
For sure, but it felt as long as it was, but I definitely thought they needed that.
Real quick, do you think it was better than the first Avengers movie?
Avengers movie?
No, I'm asking Nick. Real quick. I don't want to take forever.
Better than Avengers 1.
Yeah, was it better than Avengers 1?
Yes.
Wow. Was it better than Infinity War?
No.
Was it better than Endgame?
Hell
I
no.
count those two. I count those two as one.
Well, I'm
movie.
not counting them as one. They're two different movies.
So it'd be no for him then.
All right, Winter Soldier and the first Iron Man.
Winter
No.
Soldier wasn't a big one for me. Civil War was like my top 5, and Infinity War, Endgame, Civil War, and then Avengers. But the fact of this story, I like the story so much that it bumped everything.
I didn't love the first Black Panther. I loved it until the end. This movie made me appreciate the first one a little bit
Yeah,
more.
I like the first Black Panther a lot.
Yeah, I did too, but it just not the end really killed it for me. The terrible CGI at the end and just the Black Panther versus Black Panther
There
garbage.
was terrible CGI in this new one.
Yeah,
Not as bad as that.
but Namor,
No more.
More.
and
Badass.
even that
Mm.
made perfect sense. I will call him Namor now.
Yes.
I was objected to it last week, and then he even explained it. But all right, I don't want to.
Yeah. No. Yo, now see, now you got me hyped.
No, don't be.
Don't be.
No, you should. It's good.
Please,
It's a good
please
movie.
manage your expectations.
Yeah.
No, what happens is I like story. So even if it's not one of the perfect comic book movies, in my opinion, V for Vendetta, it barely has action,
Phenomenal.
and it barely has action.
Doesn't need it. It's not an action story to begin with. Yeah.
Exactly. So I don't necessarily just need like big blockbuster shit blowing up.
You
I'd rather have the story about
you can't compare an Alan Moore story as your standard though, because he's like
Yeah.
God tier writer though. You know what I'm saying?
No, I hear you. I'm
Yeah.
take away the comics just as a standalone movie piece because obviously you have people adapted, screenwriters, whatever.
Yeah.
So they could have thrown in a bunch of dumb shit. But yeah, so I'm super hyped.
I was when are you going to see it?
I am going to see it tomorrow.
All right. I was even going to message you to say something about it, but I even held off
I'll
because
tell you my favorite part. I'm not going to tell you about it, but my favorite part is like Namor's backstory. Like I said going beforehand, like I love like the ancient history stuff.
Is this your game?
Like I think it worked for me. You know what I'm saying?
Fuck, Nick, I just saw your face. Stop. Get him out of here. Get him out of here. Kick him out.
Yeah, the backstory stuff was awesome.
I think like if you're one of the 7 people that were legitimate like Namor comic book fans your whole life, you're gonna fucking hate what they do.
Yes, you
Like you'll fucking hate what they do. But if you're honest, like the other 98% of comic book people that just you can take or leave Namor, you
100%. Yo, Namor was whack. Come on, man.
Yo, but I loved what they did. That whole origin story was fantastic for me.
Fucking awesome. But again, that's coming from me admittingly saying like I don't give a shit about Namor in the comics.
Yeah, I don't.
And if you do, you're gonna fucking hate it.
Yeah, I can definitely see that.
Oh shit, I'm hype.
Yeah,
there were even a few action sequences like, oh.
And again, manage your expectations with that because the first time I hit Pops in the elbow, said, "Here we go." Then I stopped. I'm like, wait a minute. I looked at my watch. We're 2 hours and 7 minutes into the movie. 2 hours and 7 minutes into the movie before the first "Here we go."
Mm-hmm.
Which I mean, again, which is fine. Like for me, like I don't mind that. Like I don't need like whatever. As long as that 2 hours and 7 minutes, it's filled with story, character building, emotional moments, whatever.
It had one of those things you just mentioned. One of them.
Oh, okay. I guess I'm not hype.
That was that. Like I'm different. Like my biggest concern with the movie came true with them leaning so heavily into the just using it as an emotional weapon to the audience versus like doing its own thing.
Yeah, I don't think they beat you over the head with it though. Like the way they handled it from the beginning, I thought was realistic.
I'm not saying it's not realistic. I'm just saying like there was no, like he said, story or character development. There was really zero. There's zero. And when I say there's zero, I'm happy to explain that, and you can do it in like 4 sentences later, but I'm not going to do it here. There's like zero until the last 10 seconds of the movie for 2 characters.
Hey, Mark.
Now go home and get your fucking shine box.
I will get my fucking
Rip
shine.
Frankie Vincent.
R.I.P. Frankie Vincent. Remy hates Goodfellas.
I
love Goodfellas.
Okay, that's a bridge too far.
Yeah, I'm not gonna go down like that.
That was a good movie too.
What, Goodfellas?
A bridge too far.
Yeah, you like that little reference?
The hell is Bridge Too Far? I've never heard of it.
I'm too young.
Crapster, I left him at home, unfortunately.
Yeah, I'm super hyped now. Legion must not have wore green Speedos to the movies.
Yeah, they were dirty.
Yeah, no, I'm super hyped. I think without going too much in, like, it's better than anything Marvel has put out for the last.
Fuck no.
It's a low bar.
No. I mean, for the
like
phase four.
Yeah, that's not.
My favorite. I think the best thing they've done this year was Werewolf by Night. Still, creative, entertaining, fun.
What about like where would you place it as far as the big screen releases? Black
To be honest
Widow.
with you, on par with. All right. To preface it, the Chadwick Boseman emotional stuff is going to do not fuck off for me. I'm a comic book person, so
Yes.
He's been dead for 2 years. So if you pick up comics every week, you process this shit. You dealt with how surreal it was. You picked up covers like dedicated to him. We talked about it for a long time. It was heavily impacted the comic book people. Now, if you don't do that in your LCS every week or come online and talk to people, this movie is going to be your first time of getting to do that.
Yeah.
Your first time of processing all that, and it really just hitting home that this shit's real for you, even though it's been 2 years. Mm-hmm. That being said, it wasn't that for me. Like, I'm already looking past all that and being like, that was beautiful of them to do that. Now let's get to the fucking movie.
Yeah.
So, for me, that being the case, it's on par with Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness. So it has tons of flaws. It's definitely fun. It's a good film. I probably will try to watch it again, but I doubt I ever will with it being so long. I can see myself turning it on and checking a couple of the cool scenes again just to see those. Uh-oh. But that's about where it is.
Yeah, it's like I'm taking my son to see it tomorrow, and I know it's going to be a brutal sit for a young kid. It's not your typical Marvel movie in that regard.
Yeah.
Boring.
Remy, are you going to see it anytime soon?
I plan on seeing Black Adam this weekend.
Hell yeah.
Smart man. That shit's fun.
Black Adam was fire. Black Adam was fire.
Yeah.
Speaking of DC, your boy James Gunn is doing things all over the place. What's up with that guy running a tight ship? 8
What's
to
he
10 year
doing?
plan.
Hey, listen, talking about it and being about it, two different things.
I agree.
Hey,
Yeah, he's made a couple announcements like that. Everything is under the DCU umbrella. He's now he announced that he has on paper like a projected 8-year plan where they said that they've got like a 5-year plan. He's like, dude, I've got this shit longer than that already. Like, let's just get into action. But like Nick said, saying it, doing it are two different things. But
so
he
before we
keeps
even
staying active on social media, like staying connected with the audience and the fans and keeping us talking and excited. So that's a step in the right direction instead of just radio silence, leaving us not knowing what they're trying to do.
just real quick to go back to the Phase 4 thing, I totally forgot about No Way Home being in Phase 4.
No Way Home is definitely mine. Number one.
Yeah, it's I keep forgetting because Phase 4 is so trash. I keep forgetting.
Nick, is No Way Home in your top 5? You're a Spider-Man guy, aren't you?
It would be 6, maybe.
How the fuck did Wakanda Forever?
I have to reassess. For me, it's just I love the story. I love like the way they portrayed Namor.
Namor. Put some respect on his name.
Well, no. Well, there were people saying Namor also.
Yeah, they said both in the movie.
But
spoiler
Namor.
alert!
Namor didn't say Namor.
No.
What was I going to say? Top Killmonger, the best villain out there?
No. But he's
badass. One of them for sure.
Thanos,
Yes.
then Killmonger, and then Namor had a lot of potential. He had a lot of potential.
I don't disagree with that.
I'm not gonna lie, and in the first one, I wasn't a fan of Killmonger, but not really Killmonger. I wasn't a fan of Michael B. Jordan's overacting. I think he overacts in everything he's in, except in The Wire. I think he was just too over the top.
I blame everyone else for not being as good as him for that.
Yeah.
It's like Jonathan Majors, who's about to play Kang. You're about to have that same fucking problem with him because that motherfucker is amazing.
I feel that I agree with you on Jonathan Majors. I'm super looking forward to what he's gonna do as
Ant-Man looks so good.
Yeah, that shit looks amazing. Yeah, I don't know. I take it back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought Michael B. Jordan brought it.
He did.
All right, we were talking about James Gunn. He canonized, right? You said, Mark, the Batman is
canonized the Batman movie, but I didn't go back and look for that article. I'm sorry, Tyler.
Yeah, I was just interested to see how it fits because the only reason I wanted to get confirmation was because like the Joker stuff. So was that Jared Leto?
Yeah. So real quick, what we're talking about is for those that don't know, we're speculating based off the message that James Gunn put out that Robert Pattinson's Batman in The Batman is the young Ben Affleck from the Batman versus Superman Snyderverse.
He said Affleck.
Affleck.
Potentially, being that James Gunn's trying to streamline everything. The first time we see Ben Affleck, he's 20 years in on the job and past the point of all of his rogues for the most part, but the Joker is the oddball in there, because we have the first off, the one that we saw in the Batman is not canon. That was a deleted scene we saw. That's not in the movie.
But he is in the movie.
He's in the movie.
He is in the movie. So it doesn't matter if he's 100% in
it.
it.
Then you had the Jared Leto one in Suicide Squad. And then where the fuck does Joaquin Phoenix's even fit in?
So I feel like it's the DC umbrella may incorporate multiverses, like it has to.
Oh yeah, because that was another thing that he made a post about before he even announced that. Did something about like the whole multiverse is like the most. It's going to be doing multiversal stuff. Or I don't remember what he put in a post. I don't Twitter, so I get a lot of secondhand Twitter information. But he touched on the fact that. And address it. He knows that he's dealing with a multiverse.
There you go. Geek out with Roscoe. 3 Jokers. Could be more than one Joker. I like that idea.
Don't spoil it yet. I'm still haven't read it.
Yeah, I haven't
3
read it.
Jokers.
Yeah, I haven't read it either.
I think there's a couple copies I can find.
You should sit
I was
down,
gonna say,
turn
is
on
that book gonna
Titanic.
spike all of a sudden now?
I've been waiting for it to come on DC Universe. It hasn't done it yet.
I don't know why they're holding that one so close. I'm pretty sure they're getting ready to do a follow up to it.
Yeah, I heard that too.
Night in my dreams, I see you.
Crushed it.
I hear you. That is how I know you. Go on. Near, far. Come on, Nick. You gotta.
No.
I love Cher.
Why? It's like what's the draw about that story? What
Mad people dying, dude.
No, man.
Yeah,
The relationship is everything. It's
I was
so
gonna say, the dude hitting the
Yeah.
propeller. Yeah, the dude hitting propeller. That's what you want.
Yeah.
the romantic relationship? That's what makes that
Is
movie.
that the way? of it?
yes.
Everything makes that
Everything
movie.
makes the movie. It's Leo and Kate Winslet like that. Sex.
Molly Brown,
Yeah.
Molly
The
Brown, the
unsinkable
unsinkable Molly
Molly
Brown.
Mhm.
Billy Zane.
I have a child.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, speaking of Billy Zane,
God, so good.
Shine up like a new penny.
Nick, if this doesn't convince you to watch Titanic, I don't know what will.
What could possibly be funny?
I put the diamond in the coat.
And I put the coat on her!
Oh, dude, I thought you were gonna cut in Remy saying it. Oh,
I look at that scene and all I see is the guy officiating the dance off, fighting the guy from Tron.
Yeah, that was Master Controller, wasn't it?
Yeah.
What, the older dude?
Mhm.
Yeah, that's Master Controller from the first Tron.
He just passed away, right? Like a couple of months ago.
Oh wow.
Remy hate him too.
No, I've got no problem with him.
Please tell me you like Tron.
Yeah, I don't have any issues with Tron.
Thank God.
I'm gonna make a confession. I've
What?
never seen Tron.
You've never seen Tron?
I've never
One of
seen the
them-
first
Have you
one.
seen Tron Legacy?
I've seen Tron Legacy.
I've never seen either. So I didn't want to watch Tron Legacy because I never seen the first Tron.
Yeah, don't.
But I remember the first Tron when it was on Channel 11, WPIX, and I was just like, "Yo, what is this shit?" It looked terrible.
And I
But
get,
I
I get
remember
shit
being
from-
little. Like that was one of the one. Like we would go to Blockbuster on a Friday or a Saturday a lot of time, and there ain't shit there on a Saturday. It's all checked out. So Tron, like the old like late 80s Sleepy Hollow movie for kids that was live action, that and Tron, we would just we check those out all the time.
Yeah, I've never seen Tron.
Jesus Christ! Now I got.
So who's worse, me not seeing Tron or Nick not seeing Titanic?
Oh,
Nick
that's
not seen
That's
Titanic.
not
You've
even
not seen
close.
it. Yes.
I've never seen Tron, but dude, Titanic is all time.
God.
See, so you've never seen Tron
What
either.
No, I
Yeah,
don't
but
care.
see, over Tron, I still think of him from Ninja
Oh,
Turtles.
Tron is on Disney Plus, right?
That was where
could
I've
be.
always,
Tron Legacy is like one of my top 15.
Should be. So
Nick,
let's see.
you see Nick right there, this
I-
guy
I
right there,
always
the
saw
beanie, he has never seen Titanic.
Have you ever seen The Last Starfighter?
Of course, I've seen the last Starfighter.
Not you. I'm talking to DJ.
Star Fox?
The Last Starfighter.
You've never seen The Last
That's not comparable to Titanic.
I've never even heard of it.
There aren't many movies comparable to Titanic. That's the whole point of you've never seen.
Hold on.
We just sang Titanic.
What's worse? Not seeing Tron, not seeing Titanic, or never having a taco?
Still not seeing Titanic.
Yeah,
I've
literally
seen Titanic, dude.
Dude, a taco's just a food.
Titanic is a cultural phenomenon.
Yeah.
After
I'm trying to
Titanic,
think of
like people
another
were trying to
movie
hit
that's on
icebergs on
par.
purpose.
What's another movie that would be on par with not having seen Titanic? I don't think there is.
Like Star Wars.
Never having seen Avatar.
Avatar.
Another James Cameron
Yeah.
movie. Or
Dude,
Jimmy
I've
Cameron. as I call
Terminator
him.
2. Like
Never
Yeah.
seen Terminator 2. I would say
it
that.
has to, you've never seen Terminator 2?
Me, I've never seen Terminator 2.
Nick,
No, I've seen Terminator. Of course, I've seen
Oh.
Terminator.
I know you've seen Terminator 2. We talk about that shit all the We talked about it earlier in the show.
I know. It's just like-
Yeah, there's not many movies that compare.
Did you call moi a dipshit?
what did you take the feelings out of my fucking teeth?
Oh, man.
I don't know.
I'm gonna send you.
I'm watching Titanic tonight.
I'm shipping you Titanic, Nick.
Don't. I'm never gonna
really
watch
do.
it.
It's literally one of the greatest movies of all time.
Never have.
I want to mail you a VHS copy.
Like every now and then, I'm just
Oh, the
sitting around.
VH
I'm like,
I know the VH
wait.
copy. He's got two cassettes, right?
Yeah, and you can get one
maybe
that
I'll watch
either has
Titanic
the,
again.
that has like the gold sides, which is the widescreen formatted one, or the silver sides, if you want the full screen formatted
on the
one.
tape.
Zero
Yes,
desire. Zero desire.
Maybe we should give this away tonight. Everyone put in the chat name Nick. Only name Nick. So
Yeah,
only one person
whoever
can win
wins,
it.
just tell us thank you. And
Just send it to Nick.
Never.
Yo, Iggy, you bugging, Iggy. Titanic is up there, man.
Never. Zero desire.
Oh
never
my
saw
God,
Avatar.
Iggy, you're crazy, man.
So what happens is Rob Fastech says, I never saw Avatar. I don't even bat an eye. Somebody says I didn't see Titanic. I'm like, what?
That's what I'm saying. That's close, but there's nothing like Titanic, man. There's just never been nothing. Didn't it have like the longest theatrical run in history?
Yeah, it did. So it came out, I think, in November, and I saw it the following April. The boat sinks. That is true. That is true. Back to this James Gunn thing. You know what's funny? It dawned on me, and this wasn't even part of the thing. So Guardians of the Galaxy is officially like done after this, right? Like after part 3.
That's gonna be a bummer. I love that franchise.
I do too. And I don't think another director could bring that magic that James Gunn did.
Now, they proved that in every other MCU movie since then. And they all try to mimic that, and it doesn't work.
It's all Taika Waititi's fault, man.
Yeah, and I like Taika Waititi. I just think he's the wrong person for Thor. Like, you got that. You take his energy on Guardians, he would do Guardians fine.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah, him and James are like two peas in a pod, man. They're close friends. They work together closely and stuff, and it just doesn't work for the character Thor for me. I mean, different mileage, different strokes for different folks, but I think it's the absolute worst that Marvel's ever done.
Yeah, I mean it's still going on. So we went to a midnight showing of the Rocky Horror Picture Show like 3 years ago.
So
if anyone was on the dating scene back then, you had to watch Titanic.
PG-13 boobs. PG-13 boobs. I think it's the only movie in history, right?
Well, I just want to point this out. Titanic 2 came out in 2010, not affiliated with James Cameron, and you can watch it free on Tubi right now. So they did make a sequel.
Tubi is the shit.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Tubi is amazing. If you want horrible movies, documentaries about the most randomest shit, Tubi is for you. Yeah, I was watching. What was I watching the other day? A show that it was just like the worst, and it wasn't entertaining.
Bro, they have like the entirety of like the late 90s, early 2000s VH1 reality show stock on there, like Flavor of Love and Rock of Love and all that shit.
Oh, those were when homegirl shit on the floor.
Yeah,
yo, seeing that live.
I almost feel like Nick not seeing Titanic could be a documentary, like the last human to not see Titanic. And like it's the day-to-day life of a guy who's just like trying to make you buy.
No, but I have zero desire. I've never wanted to see that movie.
I mean,
you know what? We should only speak in Titanic references to Nick. Right. Nick is acting like that because he's new money. Let's all go have a brandy. Leave Nick here with the women.
Yeah. We'll all celebrate how we're masters of the universe. Nick, you could watch it kind of like a new penny, but unfortunately, you're gonna have to wait.
Oh, I got lucky and won my ticket to this show in a game of cards, Nick.
I mean, how does the chat feel about this? Are they enjoying the?
Probably about to start putting those fucking little things in there too. I can't believe
The real man makes his own luck.
Oh shit! How about Chris the Comic Vet not having seen The Princess Bride? I've never seen The Princess Bride,
I think a lot of
but I have watched every single season of Flavor of Love. I just want to put that out there.
Yeah, Princess Bride.
I just want to put that out there. When Pumpkin spit on New York and New York went after it, was like, "Oh no, you bitch!" And like grabbed Pumpkin by the hair.
She got her own show for that too. That I Love New York ran for a couple of seasons.
Yeah, it did. Ladies and gentlemen, don't go anywhere. We're still gonna give away this giant stack of books. I was thinking about splitting them up, but what do you think? Just to all one winner?
Yeah, let's give them all away in one
Do what
shot.
you want.
Save on shipping.
Yeah, we'll give it all the way to one winner. Yo, Lobo.
Yes, that was the big one.
I called it last week. I told y'all.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I hope they make that official. That'd be
I had a
So
hard
is he
time.
going to be Lobo and Aquaman?
I think Aquaman is dead after this next one.
Oh,
James Wan said he was only wanting to do 2 films. Like he said that during like the release of the first one, like he's not trying to pigeonhole himself to this one franchise because he enjoys doing different projects. But I can't imagine them not using Jason Momoa's Aquaman and other stuff because there's already talks and rumors about another Justice League sequel in their little projected plan.
So are they gonna just kind of finish out the current plan and then just hard reset for Gunn's universe?
I don't think so. I think Gunn's comic book hound enough and talking with the right people enough that they know what they have with the Flash. I'm telling y'all, like everything I read, that movie I think is going to make people so mad with how good it is because Ezra's in it. And I think they're going to be smart enough to use it as the tool that it is and use it to change what needs to be changed. You don't have to reset a whole universe, but you can change some shit.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think it was as well. If they wanted to get rid of Ezra Miller, it would have been the proper vehicle to do that because of the whole resetting thing, multiverse stuff. But I don't think he's going anywhere. But I want it to be good. Like I want all movies I go see to be good. Like I don't want, you know what I mean? So it just, for me, it's unfortunate that Ezra Miller just got away with so much shit when motherfuckers are getting canceled for like sneezing wrong. You know what I mean?
maybe you can get a work release program and still get in some shooting.
Like I'll be honest with you guys, I have a little bit of sympathy for Ezra just because like I didn't really know anything about him outside of just seeing him as Flash. You know what I mean? That was it.
Yeah.
But I went and like decided one day with all this shit being talked about because the news was slanted everything. Like he's kidnapped this child. He didn't. He was hanging out with this 19-year-old girl, and her parents were mad because she wouldn't answer the phone. Like that's literally what had happened. He didn't kidnap.
That's an adult. Like she could do whatever she
That's
wants.
what I'm saying. Like the parents are pissed off. Like that's so different from what everyone sees and repeats. And he is a ridiculous person, but he broke into someone's house and stole some liquor. Like he knows those motherfuckers. They got mad, you know.
Yeah. Oh no, I'm not talking about none of that stuff. Like for me, I was done with him when he's beating chicks up in fucking Target and on the beach and.
That's like the beach thing. I remember like vaguely, like because it's been so long since that footage of that girl that came up to me and he like grabs her by like her jacket right by her throat and puts her on the ground or some shit. Like that was
hilarious.
Yeah. But I looked him up and he was a 17-year-old emancipated teenager who went on his own to Hollywood to try to make it and fucking did. So he has no guidance, no supervision, no one that cares about him, leading him through Hollywood of all places. And he just got ate up by that place. And it looks like he has this weird, rare opportunity to not be another cautionary tale if the whole like thing of him stopping and going to take care of his mental health and all that is true. I mean, it can easily be the studio with the money saying, we're going to tie you up in the other room, keep you out of the press for a while, put out a nice report and get this movie out, which is probably the case, you know. But if he does take advantage of that time to really stop, do some self-care, you know what I mean? He might just save his own fucking life because he's going down a path that we've seen so many other people go down, and you don't go down and just bounce right back up. So it's really up to him. That's not excuses. I'm just pointing out fucking facts. So it's up to him what he does with his life, but it just looks like a cautionary tale in the making. It doesn't have to go that far.
Yeah, I see your point. I totally understand your rationale and your perspective. Remy Q.
I was just gonna say that while I make my Titanic documentary with Nick, Mark could make a documentary about this.
About Ezra Miller.
I think Ezra has seen Titanic.
Yeah, he probably has.
Well, let me ask you. I mean, did we really love him to begin with as Flash? To me, he was kind of annoying from jump as the Flash. That wasn't a real Flash to me.
Go back before he started kidnapping grown-ups and shaking bitches in Target, and I was telling people I'm like the one person that fucking loved him as the Flash, man. Like,
I really liked him too.
I absolutely hated him in the Justice League. He was amazing in Zack Snyder's Justice.
100 nailed it.
I agree with
It was
that.
amazing.
Yep, 100.
I gotta watch that again.
No,
Justice
he
League
was
is terrible.
amazing. Once they cut down on all the stupid jokes and the brunch. He was perfectly serviceable.
Timestamp 1 hour 14 minutes in the mix.
Jesus Christ. But for me, because Rob said his excuses, I don't think it's excuses. I think you want to give the young guy a chance, and I totally understand that. There's just been so many other people that did a fraction of what he did, and they just were, done for. So I think there's a disparity in the way that he's being treated.
Absolutely.
So that's just my point.
And you know why as well.
Yeah, 100%.
Mm-hmm.
What up, Brock? Brock Morgan.
If you cancel him, you're going to get canceled if you're not careful.
Yeah, stating he was emancipated. Yeah, so that's basically what it is. If we're going to keep it 100, I think, part of the LGBTQ community, and I think, and I'm an ally and all that other stuff. So big shout out to the LGBTQ community. I think it's they're treading on shaky ground there, because if you fire him, then it's just like, oh snap, what's going on? And
I disagree with that completely. But
go ahead, go. Why?
Because it doesn't matter what your sexuality is if you're going to get fired for anything.
That's the way it should be.
That's the way it should be. It's not the way
it should be.
I know, but I choose to not care what those people say.
Yeah, but that's not what they do. Yeah.
Well, I mean, the people that fire them can choose the same as me and move on and not care.
I think
they can scream and riot in the streets and no one gives a shit.
Now, I'm pretty sure that these weren't all lines from Titanic.
No.
Yes, they were. Literally everything I just said was one rant.
You'll know soon enough when you watch it.
And to Rob's comment, it's not making excuses, it's making the distinction. There's a difference between an emancipated person going about living our lives, but it's crazy to think that any of us can really understand the magnitude of trying to live in Hollywood and go through all that. When you see people with managers with proper supervision get chewed up by that industry, it's crazy. You've had like tons of celebrities come and speak out about that industry. Dave Chappelle left the fucking country and walked away from millions of dollars because
he went to Georgia.
He went to Wakanda, right here in Georgia. But I'm saying, like, you hear people that come out and talk about that shit. That's its own little microcosm of shit that none of us can really understand. That's just being honest.
100%. He should have just got the boot a long time ago. But I'm hoping that the Flash movie is phenomenal, like they say it is. It test screened well, and all that other stuff.
And David Zaslav, like he saw these movies, like the New Guard. David Zaslav, who's in charge of all that. When he watched all these movies when he got there, Black Adam, Shazam, The Flash, Aquaman, he said Black Adam's pretty decent. We need to do some work on it. I want it to be better before we put it out there. Same thing with Shazam. The Flash is amazing. And that's
who's directing Flash?
I don't know. I can't remember his name, but there's already rumors that they're wanting him to come in and work on the next Justice League project.
Oh no! Let Zach finish his vision.
Mm-hmm. See, that's what I want. Like, play these movies out that are already on the slate, and then bring Zach in to do part 2.
But
just bring in the extra characters to part 2 if you can get them in there. Bring in Shazam to.
It says the director is Annie Muschietti.
Machete?
Machete?
Oh shit! Didn't he?
Is that who he directed? It directed it.
Yeah.
It. And Mama and It Chapter 2.
Yep.
Mama was that Darren Aronofsky film, wasn't it?
No, that was Mother. That was phenomenal.
That was crazy shit.
With Jennifer Lawrence. Yeah, that was shit. That shit was like, it was all symbolism. I was just like, yo, what is going on?
Mama's the one with the 2 kids whose parents die and they grow up in the woods feral, and they get found, and you find out why, like, they're alive because that ghost was taking care of them, like that spirit. It was crazy as shit.
Yeah, I mean, Mama's my life story, by the way.
Yeah.
Growing up in New York is like growing up in the woods.
Y'all see where the new guard at Warner Brothers brought J.K. Rowling back?
Yeah.
Who was kicked out by
a perfect example of what I just said about you can just not listen to the people screaming about nothing. And
David Zaslav and the new guard, they're like, fuck all that shit. We don't care what you think about someone else's thinking. she's here to build Harry Potter. She's the mother of Harry Potter. We have to have her back.
Can you educate me on? I have no idea what you're talking about. I have no idea that she
J.K.
was
Rowling's
kicked
made some
out.
comments about she's a feminist and
Creative Harry Potter.
She's a creative Harry Potter, and she's considered what I learned to be called is acronym is a TERF. It's like trans radical exclusionary person, something like where you're a feminist and like you want to put biological women above transsexual women because for whatever reason. And she got canceled hard. She got canceled immediately by the old guard and by a lot of other people, book deals, all kinds of shit. And as soon as David Zaslav and the new guard got back in there, like, y'all are all outside your goddamn mind. We're not here running an activist camp. We're here running an entertainment industry. Let's get this shit back on track.
Okay. Who knows more about Harry Potter than her? And Nick probably.
I've never seen a single Harry Potter movie.
What?
I saw the first one and I was like,
this is like, Lord of the Rings. Bad. Not even close to Titanic, but that's
what's funny is back when Harry Potter was coming out, I tell people all the time, like, I don't care about Harry Potter. I'd rather watch a Doctor Strange movie, and Doctor Strange wasn't never even announced. And now we have them. Now I'm good. Now my wife, my monkey's seen all of them. My 2-year-old, she loves them. Her and my wife watch them. I can't stomach them. I'm like, this is.
I saw the first one. Like, for some reason, I thought it was gonna be like Lord of the Rings, and when I watched it, I was just like,
oh, it's just like Lord of the Rings.
I think I've missed the boat on it too. Like to go back and watch them because it's such a unique thing, and I think it's brilliant what they did to make the books and the character grow with the audience. So you latch onto a massive audience and you keep them as they get older with you. That is brilliant. So I think I missed it.
I saw the last one in the theater, but I had no idea what the hell was going on.
I read all the books too.
Now they're not even called Harry Potter. They're called Magic Beasts or some shit.
The Wizarding World is the universe, and it's called Fantastic Beasts.
And Johnny Depp got canceled, right?
Canceled.
Shit.
Yep.
And
then that was wrong of them to cancel him.
Yeah, it's always wrong, but that shit happens all the time. Gina Carano got canceled. Like the Shuri damn near about got canceled 4 times in the making of Wakanda Forever.
Yeah, I don't believe in like cancel culture like that. I think
everyone has the right to work.
100%. I think you should be held accountable for your actions. So in the case of like a Ezra Miller, if you're outside, as Miss So quoted Mark eloquently put it, shaking bitches in Target. You should be held accountable for your actions.
Yeah, definitely.
Your beliefs.
That falls under the umbrella of the law, though. If you, you break a law and assault
the law. Yeah, but that's law Target. That's not Walmart. So Walmart, you shake them all you want.
Yeah,
that's
you can shake them
true.
at Walmart. You can't shake them at Target. They got standards.
That's true.
Yes.
That's true.
Which I went to earlier.
Toy hunting at Target.
Quick question.
Legion of Comics.
Any of you guys watching Walking Dead?
Nope.
I've never seen an episode. I've read like half of it.
You watching it, Remy?
I got beat down on it.
You up to date?
No. I'm behind since the October.
So the other day I was just like, man, when is the last season of Walking Dead starting? The part 3, and almost all the episodes were there. Yeah. This episode is the finale. So I watched all the episodes. I was like, where was this show for the last fucking 10 years? Yeah, it's amazing. The last couple of episodes. The last episode, the penultimate episode that just passed on Sunday, probably the best Walking Dead episode that they've ever done.
I think I stopped at 7.
Yeah, I just I don't know. I stopped at some point and then it didn't take me long, and I caught back up, and then I've been.
When they did the first spin-off series, Fear the Walking Dead, I watched that first season.
That was good.
It was good. It was
I watched the first 3 episodes, and I gave up on that.
No, I thought that one was really good.
Yeah,
dude, Glenn getting his head bashed in was one of the most amazing moments in TV history.
I agree, and I hated Glenn, so I was happy that happened.
I remember that. I'd never even watched it. It like blew up on Twitter. Everybody was talking about that. It was like Game of Thrones level hype after that episode.
Miss So says, I hope Ezra gets help for his own sake and others in his life, but being an LGBTQ person is no excuse for his behavior and rant. Nick, I will pay you money.
I won't. I
A
got.
plus to all that, Miss So.
I am going to A-OK Nick Titanic. Yeah, but yes, Miss
No,
So,
I
you're
mean-
absolutely right.
How much do we have to give you for you to
No
let us
shit,
watch
man.
you watch it?
If you would tell me right now, you would give me $100 to watch, I'd be like, no.
What?
Nick, if you watch
What?
Titanic,
That's
I'll get a
ridiculous.
tattoo.
Yeah.
I was gonna say,
Some
what
of
about
us-
for C3?
You can't
Which
trust Nick's
year?
word anywhere.
Which is coming, by the way.
What?
It's coming.
Your tat?
Yeah.
I hope it's of the Titanic. That'll be epic.
Oh yes.
I hope it's an alligator on the
Your
finger.
tat's, when's the tat coming? Where is
I
it?
don't
How
know.
big?
I don't know when it's
Get
coming.
like the boat sinking into his pubes.
I've got to get.
What's it gonna be of?
I was gonna say he should just get the necklace tattooed around.
Can
his
I
neck.
do the tattoo?
It's like bubbling water.
That's a
Jesus
big boat.
Christ.
Daddy, it's a ship.
You big straight ahead. Oh shit.
No,
Anyway,
I
welcome
pet you bloody hell.
I'm gonna get this giveaway queued up over here. Talk amongst yourselves about Nick's
Yes.
pubes.
Simple Simon. You see Kate Winslet's boobs in it, Nick. I mean,
No, I mean for me, I'd rather watch Caitlyn's.
You rather watch the Caitlyn's version?
Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind.
no, you wouldn't. Not after you saw this.
No, it's so good. It's so good. We're not trolling you. That's the thing. It's
Dude.
not- oh yeah, it's so
Be a
good.
better
Like,
person, Nick.
yeah,
But look at Dale. Look at Dale. Look at Dale's head.
legit phenomenal movie.
Titanic.
Wow.
Yes.
Oh wait a minute. So I guess let me
Dale.
hold on.
I
Wait a
take
minute.
my hat off to you, sir. That's a good one.
Jesus Christ. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna do a giveaway of these books. Let me just show you these books. So, I received this from the 616 last week. So, you know, I was like, let me pay it forward and
The eternal
give-
effort.
Hey,
give
you're
it
you
to-
giving away all those books, even the
I'm
ones you
giving
said you
it
like.
just to one person. Boom. Everything. Boom.
Wow.
Everything. So, and this value-wise here, this has to be like 200, maybe more than 200 if you just
No.
count. Yeah, retail.
Retail value is probably over that, way over
As
that.
Yeah.
long as you check the values before next month.
Yeah, 100%. So I'll just go through them real quick. There's 15 books in total, and then I got some extra goodies here as well. So this Thor 27 Venomized cover,
Fuego.
all 616 exclusives. So big shout out to the 616. This Gambit, which I'm not a fan of this cover, but a dope Virgin cover nonetheless.
If I win, that goes to Remy.
Oh, thank you.
There's awesome Polaris cover, Virgin.
That goes to Miss Angel.
This Axe Judgment Day, which
Yeah,
is
that's
pretty cool.
I don't know who's that.
This John Jan goodness.
Marsh got that one already.
Unfortunately,
yeah.
it's the Power Rangers, but John Jan.
That one.
This David
That-
Nakayama, Dark Crisis.
Yeah, that's fire.
I love me some. She needs the fishnets on though.
Yeah.
Agreed. Fishnets all the way.
Oh,
This
hell yeah.
Catwoman. Was it 30?
Hey now.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa. Wait a minute. I wasn't paying attention here for a second.
Miss Kiko. I don't know how did like Adam West Batman didn't know that Miss Kiko was Catwoman?
Same way nobody knew Clark Kent was Christopher Reeve's Superman.
What?
No, not at all.
That's Clark Kent is Superman? A Legacy of Violence, ASM homage, or Spider-Man #1 homage. This Judgment Day Hellfire thing, magazine cover. That's pretty fire. Then the Virgin, that's the trade. This is the Virgin. And this is all going to one person. This is fire right here.
Yeah, I like that one a lot. That's,
Reminds me of AF-15.
yeah.
Definitely AF-15. This, I think, this is Ivan Tile.
Yes.
This is my favorite out of the entire box. That's super
Like,
fire.
Wilding box.
This Amazing Spider-Man #10. And then finally, oh no, there's two more. So that's the Virgin.
Oh, looks like same book, kind of.
This is Anacleto. Yeah, and then this Edge of Spider-Verse #5.
Kind of like
So this is
Spider-Gwen.
all going to the same person. So what I'm also going to include a little sticker pack and then some DJ Linx bookmarks hot off the press. Some DJ Linx bookmarks.
Nice.
This dead end sticker that you only got with the dead end book, but since I have an extra one, I'm going to include that.
Y'all get one of those?
I didn't get one.
I didn't get one.
I forgot.
I think I got 4 of them.
Wow. DJ Linx Squad sticker.
Makes sense.
Regular DJ Linx logo sticker. The Hail Crow that you could have only gotten with Hail Crow, but I found a few extras today. So
Oh yeah,
we're gonna include the Hail Crow. The Iggy sticker.
Yeah, that's the one I need.
The Iggy sticker made an appearance at the red carpet premiere.
Boom.
Fuego. Somebody just put the device on already. Come on.
And then last but certainly not least, and this is the only one that's going to outside of this group, this actual Dracula DJ Linx combo sticker. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it, but it's a skull with a crown.
What?
With the Drac
Which
fang.
part is Dracula? The fangs?
Yeah, the fangs. So what happens is
I can cut that off.
Wow. So we did our song King's Crypt for the last in the mix battle. So I was, you know what? I made this thing. I was just like, let me get a sticker. I only got 12 stickers, right? So 5 of them are going to Drac. I kept 2, so I only have 5. You guys are each going to get one on the panel.
Hey.
And this is literally the only
Oh my
god, that's left. And I'm never printing these again. So you're going to get this sticker, which is absolutely fire.
One of them.
And so exclusive, we can never stick them on anything. We just gotta save them.
Yeah.
Just send me all 4.
Wow. So that's everything you're gonna get. Let me get up in here. Hold on, wait a minute.
Some good stuff right there.
How do I what am I doing? How do we do this?
Gotta share screen.
Yeah, I'm sharing.
Yeah. Just share it.
What about
There
now?
it is.
There it is. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, put in hashtag 616 in
We
the
can't see
comments.
nothing.
Yeah, we don't see anything.
You don't see it? Hold on.
No, you gotta add it back to the stream. No, you had it on the right.
You gotta add it in.
You have it where you're.
Have you ever worked StreamYard before? It's on the bottom.
What am I doing?
I think you need to click over to the giveaway tab now.
Yeah, I am a rookie.
There you go.
I've never done this before in my life.
If I win, you can find all those books for dirt cheap on Pop's Attic. 100% of them.
Hey, put that virgin Spidey aside for me then.
Yeah.
All right, so now you know if Mark wins.
The Gambit goes to Remy. The Polaris goes to Angel. Nick wants a virgin, and the rest will be on Pop's Attic for $10 a pop.
$10 a pop.
I see.
All right. Yeah, we got 27 people in here. We got 22. Let's give it a few more seconds and then we'll roll it. So big shout out to the 616 for sending your boy all of these things. And I want to pay it forward and give it back.
That's sweet of you. You're a sweet man.
I try. Similar to the way Rose with the pendant or the heart of the ocean thing, that's the way I try to. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Hey, did 36 Chambers get 4.5 mics?
36 Chambers came out before it. I think before the Source was doing the mic rating system, but they went back and they did a bunch of old albums and they gave it 4.5 mics.
I give.
So here we go. We're gonna draw.
I tried to give it 5. I just couldn't get there.
Oh shit.
Yay!
Relax. Simple Simon has a American address. Wow, you motherfuckers making me. What the hell? Where's my mouse? Oh, there we go.
I think you have to ship it to Australia, right?
Nah, Simple Simon has he has an American address.
But he prefers to be shipped to Australia, I think.
And does I guess by extension that has to get to Australia somehow, right?
English, motherfucker, do you speak it?
Yeah, they speak English there.
Yeah.
They speak English and what?
Wow. I know everybody's seen Pulp Fiction, right?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
What? Yo, congrats, Simon. Yeah, I got you, baby. I'm gonna send it to Bub. And then
Yeah.
the sticker right here. I'm never printing these again, so whatever.
I'm still waiting for my OG Drac sticker.
What?
Did you get
From
a mystery
Jack.
box from him?
From Drac. No, I didn't get a mystery box from him.
You buy a mystery box that comes with stickers.
Nice.
I got a second. I have to open it. I have a second mystery box from Drac. I have to open.
There you go. Buy some stickers from DJ.
It's up there. It's up there. It's up there. Yo,
Nelson.
super random. You ever like sit back and just think about like just some random shit like crosses your mind? No, but it's just like before I'm there and I'm like, I'm sitting back and I was just like, who named the Earth the Earth?
First of all, it's pronounced Earth.
Earth.
ERF. Earth.
Is that something that you could like look up? Because or it's always been Earth.
I don't know. I'm assuming that's probably some Latin shit. I'm looking.
What I wonder all the time is like how do people figure out all this stuff was edible? Like the whole fact of who figured out like,
eat it.
The best coffee comes from cat shit.
Cat shit, you said?
It's got to be filtered through cat shit. What's it called? I forget what it's called.
Texas?
That too.
Nah,
Here you go. It is common misconception that Terra is the internationally recognized scientific name of the planet, but in reality, Earth does not have an official international name. The standard English name of the planet included in science is Earth. So I don't even think it's like I don't think other places with foreign-speaking countries they would call it Earth.
Yeah, so like Terra, which is like Latin, is like tierra or something like that. So I can see that, but then it's like, I don't know. So it's like when so when aliens come to invade, are they gonna be invading Earth? Or are they gonna be like, yo, we're gonna go invade? Like they named us like Detolf or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe they'll argue about it for a while and then decide not to invade.
So I don't know how to say it with an accent, but like you just said, Tellus Mater, but with this one T, Mater is the original Latin for it, for Mother Earth.
Kopi Luwak is the name of the coffee that's filtered through cat shit.
Okay.
In the mix.
I mean, it's quick, but I just wanted to make sure. I want to make sure that we.
He looks just like the guy.
I have hair.
Yeah, it's very quick. So I apologize for the quality, but
I have hair. My ears are a little bit bigger, but I look good with a hat on. Finally,
You do resemble him just earlier on
You
the job.
do.
Before
You do, yeah.
Before you had like some years under your belt.
I gotta trim my beard like that.
Remy Q, you're the real MVP.
He is. He is.
Wow, that is amazing. That is amazing. Holy shit. Oh, I don't know where to go from that. Damn. Anyway, so that's like one of the random thought that I was sitting back before, just sitting on the couch, and I was just like, "Yo, who named the Earth the Earth?"
Man, I wish I had more free time.
You guys don't have no thoughts like that, man?
No, not really.
And this is and I don't smoke either. Like this is just me, like regular.
Man, that's worse.
it's you on pure air.
Yeah, yo. Oh shit. I guess it's only me. Yeah.
I'd take that Wolverado.
Yeah, no, that's another thing. Like, it's like, yo, how the hell these people knew like that plant in the middle of the Amazon will cure like your athlete's foot? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like all these prehistoric civilizations and shit like that knew all this stuff. Like, how do we not know this stuff?
Trial and error.
So some dude just walked into the middle of the Amazon and found this plant and was just like, yo, let me just rub this shit. Or let me just rub all these.
Think how many holistic things like that don't work. You know what I'm saying? Like they people have been around for a long fucking time, just grabbing shit, trying out everything, and every now and then you get it right.
How many people had to die?
Exactly. Like legit.
So there was like, for me, there was like this one guy going to every single plant, rubbing it on his foot until he finally like hit the 98th plant is like it cured him.
Probably. Like that might be an extreme version of it, but something along those lines. In all reality, I mean, they have like medicine doctors and stuff like that, village healers and stuff like that. That shit gets passed on.
So then here's another question: do you guys believe in prehistoric, advanced, ancient civilizations prior to the Younger Dryas cataclysm that happened 11,000 years ago?
It's a very specific question that you know my answer to.
Listen, I don't understand the big words that are coming out of your mouth right now, so I'm gonna take them as disrespect.
Oh shit! Both y'all.
You know how many Mesopotamian natives had to die just so Remy could make that picture?
Oh shit!
I love this. The people on the boat
and tens of thousands in one weekend, Nick.
The only thing that I don't understand, Nick, is you had the iceberg warning in your fucking hand. Excuse me, your hand. You're calling for more speed.
Excuse me. Yes, I'm
the captain.
Yeah. No, so to my question before, Mark hits me up. Mark and I are always on the same vibe when it comes to this stuff. There's a phenomenal series on Netflix called Ancient Apocalypse. So it follows around Graham Hancock, who's not an archaeologist, but more so of a journalist. And he's putting together all these puzzle pieces about these pre-ice age civilization. Yeah, prehistory, right? So man evolved after the ice age, but there's evidence suggesting otherwise. And it's mind-boggling.
Graham Hancock is an interesting person. He's been around doing this for a lifetime. And he's been called a hack, a pseudoscientist. He got put on the map with his book called Fingerprints of the Gods that he put out in like the 90s. And he was considered just like another quackadoo. And over the years, he just has been so interested in this stuff and just knowing that like what he's finding is not bullshit. He might not have it all figured out, but he knows the standard narrative that is assumed and taught is absolutely not correct. And one thing that's happened over the last 20 years is he has been vindicated nonstop on so much shit. Like one of the things that they were talking about like 5 years ago was the Ice Age had a cataclysmic end to it that just wiped out so much shit. It wasn't just a slow progressive thing. Something happened like
instantly.
Did a big ship hit an iceberg?
It had to be like a catastrophic event, like an astral event, like a comet hitting the ice caps. And since they were even saying that, since that was like 5 years ago when they brought that theory out, I think it was like 3 years ago when we started getting like LiDAR detectors and stuff where we can actually measure underneath the ice and scan underneath things. That they actually found the fucking crater and it's still under the ice caps up there. So stuff like that is just coming to light. The whole model, like America got populated and the Native Americans were here first and they walked across the ice bridge from Russia during that's fucking been out the window. And it's been out the window for like 3 years, but it's still being taught in schools because of the unfortunate trickle down of the way education works from discovering to textbook. So like the whole Clovis first model, that's been disproven by these people. And all this shit he's getting vindicated. So his name's getting out there more. He's had follow-ups to his books. It's just some of the most mind-boggling, amazing stuff about our history. His whole thing is that the human race is a species with amnesia, that all these mythologies that we have, these religions that we have, how you'll find all these comparisons that they're not necessarily mythologies. It's just pieces of our lost history that is actually carried over and we don't know how to make sense of it anymore or what part of it's true, but it's absolutely amazing stuff.
Yeah, it's absolutely phenomenal. And Mark just told everybody.
No more shines, Billy.
What?
I said no more shines. Maybe you didn't hear about it. You've been away a long time. They didn't go up there and tell you. I don't shine shoes anymore.
That's Graham Hancock walking into a college. Don't shine shoes anymore.
So Nick, I urge you to watch this show. Each episode is only half an hour. If you don't like the first episode, then don't watch the rest of it because you're not gonna.
Oh, that first one was blow you away.
Yeah. So it's one of those things. So I think it was the second episode because I watched up to the third episode right before this. The second episode, it was on Malta, right? So it was like Malta was inhabited, let's say, 3,000 years ago. But yet they found in the cultural layers of the rock 11,000 years down, they found human teeth after they said that humans didn't populate Malta because Malta's an island. But before that, it wasn't an island. It was just a landmass. But because of the cataclysmic event that happened, so it was twofold. So it was like the asteroid instantly froze everything, and then the waters rose. So even with the asteroid thing, like there's evidence that they found like massive, and this wasn't in the show, they found like massive megafauna that instantly froze to death, that they were just like eating food. They still have food in their mouth, and they like just flash froze, which is crazy. But
yeah, all the
comic book.
all the megafauna, like you find like the diamond in the layer, you find the whole ash layer and the dead megafauna across an entire continent, all in the same small layer. It's
Yeah.
fucking awesome.
Yo, you got that Darth Vader dogs?
Right there.
Yeah, man. So I highly recommend that. Oh shit, Brock Morgan, you devil. Yeah, man. So watch that. What's going on?
Honestly, when it comes to this stuff, I think you guys are crazy, but that's what everybody says. And with all due respect, miss, I'm not the one hanging off the back of a ship here.
That is true. That is true. All right.
Where to, miss?
Where to?
What do you got going on, sir?
Wait, we're saying goodbye?
Oh, you want to keep doing Titanic shit?
Don't you do that.
Yes,
Don't say your goodbyes. Don't say your goodbyes. Not yet. Not yet.
Wow.
Not yet. Don't say your goodbyes just yet. If we're really doing that right now, I don't know. There may be a garage sale Sunday morning, but there's a lot of family stuff going on. So I don't know.
Is this Battlestar Galactica stuff?
Battlestar Galactica.
It is Battlestar Galactica. Oh
Yeah.
shit!
That was a good show. Second one was a good show.
Yo, Battlestar Galactica. I understood that reference. Garage sale Sunday morning,
Quite
maybe.
possible. More likely than not.
All right, cool. That's Sunday mornings at 10 a.m. Eastern.
10 a.m. Eastern.
We're going to be doing an At Week's End Sunday night, doing full spoilers on Wakanda Forever. If you've seen the movie and you want to actually talk about it, you come by and talk about it with an authentic Wakandan. That's me. And then Monday, I have a recap of the premiere event that I went to, like a shorter video, walk through the whole event and everything. It was really fun. Definitely check it out.
Thursday, 9:00. Let's talk about it.
Remy.
And Remy's place, Saturday.
Remy, I want you to draw me like one of your French girls, Remy.
I will.
Remy, promise me you'll survive. That you won't give up. No matter what happens, there will be
Never let go. Never let go.
That was me spitting.
I mean,
Spit
I've got
out,
everything I need right here in front of me. I've got air in my lungs, a few blank sheets of paper. I mean, I love waking up in the morning not knowing what's going to happen or who I'm going to meet, where I'm going to wind up. Just the other night, I was sleeping under a bridge. Now I'm here on the greatest ship, having the best champagne with you fine people.
Here, here.
Here, here.
Listen, DJ, I don't know about you, but I'm going to write a strongly worded letter.
You can't do it, Nick. You've never seen it.
Yeah. Jack. Jack.
Dude, that was like spot on, man.
Oh.
That's gonna do it for us, ladies and gentlemen.
Remy's playing Batman the animated series. What's all the hype?
Yeah, I can't believe that was a thing today. The guy died, Remy.
I don't know what to tell you. I wanted to be honest.
That's
You were. Yeah. You nailed it.
Yeah. In summation, Remy Q hates Batman the Animated Series and watermelons. So peace out, y'all.